up and running.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop.
And he shoots! He's scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Foot in.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Azar. Tries to pass it through. Alvarez is onto it in a flash. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a pretty loose pass.
Xavi. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Xavi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Cruyff. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ambitious ball here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
Nicely shaped ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. Bayer looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now, can they get him away?
Now it's Cruyff.
He's in a great position here. Oh, that's fabulous.
In with the challenge.
Xavi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Stoichkov.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Can he get it through?
That looks a cracking ball. That's good defending, very good defending.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
And the finish! There's a goal!
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Cruyff. No luck with that dink over the top. Davids calmly anticipates. Spread neatly. That has been cut short. Oh, there's a probing ball. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Now it's Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Xavi, looking for options for movement. That's a shade optimistic. Koundé. That has ended up in no man's land. Pass somewhat off target. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we are back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Tchouaméni. Hazard. And here's Mbappe. Elects to cross. Koeman is there and he can get that clear. Davids. Here it is, crossed in. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Alvarez. Tries to play it through. He is through here. And the shot! Bebeto is flagged offside. Nicely weighted ball. Koundé cuts it out. Knocks it into space. Alvarez receives it in a good position here. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Xavi.
Oh, real chance to break.
And this is Stoichkov. Oh, cracking ball.
And he's on it, it's Eto'o! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's picked his way through.
Decent chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Forward it goes. And he cuts out the supply. Played through into space. Etta. He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. It'll be a throw-in. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Taken back almost at once. Looking for the run. Look at the space here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That is good alertness. Looking to play him in. Koundé wins the duel this time. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Eto'o, he is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Stoichkov. No way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's onto this. Koundé is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11. Xavi.
Piqué.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
It's made its way to him.
El dorsal 23.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
El dorsal 25.
Oh, what has happened here? And this is Cruyff. Terrific header. Chouameni.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Maradona. Koeman demonstrating his defensive quality there. 2 minutes to be added on. David Villa. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's it. So that is it, the end of the road. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona really looked like they were just second to everything, disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me